Well, spring is here, and now is a great time to get in shape. So not only you look good, but you feel good too.
That's right, when you're walking down the beach. Joining us now is Richmond area fitness expert Stacy Young, along with Andre and Lindsay, to demonstrate some basic moves you can actually try out right now at home without going to the gym. Good morning, Stacy. It's nice to see you.
Good morning.
Nice
I have found what I want to look like. That's it right there. Switch heads will be good.
There we go. Tell us, Stacy. You know, we have Andre and Lindsay here. These looks like pretty simple exercises that we're going to do. We have a couple of dumbbells and some stretch machines and a little medicine ball. And we can really get in shape with that.
Yes, you don't need a whole lot of equipment to get great results. So we'll show you today a little bit of that. So,
okay, well, where do you want to start?
All right, we'll start with an oblique twist. And what we're doing, Lindsay is using the medicine ball and Andre is using a weight. We're showing you an example of one exercise you can incorporate in a circuit that you make at home. So sometimes by the time you go to the gym, drive back, you could have had your workout completed. So.
And Stace, we're not talking about a lot of weight here. I mean, the weight that Andre has, 10 pounds, and the medicine ball is probably 10 pounds, 8 pounds or so that Lindsay has. And you can really see results without really pushing yourself too hard.
Absolutely. And that's the benefit of circuit training, because you go from one exercise to the next, and you keep your heart rate elevated, meanwhile giving one muscle group a break while you work the other muscle group.
We've heard a lot of trainers now talking about muscle confusion and really working different parts of your body. How important is something like that?
It's very important, because once you get used to a certain exercise, your body stops responding as much. So always try a different exercise. In fact, I think they're ready to try a different exercise.
Let's do it.
Now.
All right. Yeah, this is a circuit training, right?
This is a circuit. So our next exercise will be bicep curls. And we'll show how, just depending on the equipment you have at home, regardless of whether you have bands or dumbbells, you can perform this exercise, as you see. Alrighty.
And Stacy, how important is form?
Form is extremely important. In fact, that brings me to my next point, and it speaks to the fact that it's important to keep these exercises simple in a circuit, because you don't want to injure yourself. So if you have complicated exercises, by the time you get through your circuit 2 or 3 times, you're exhausted. You don't want to increase your chance of injury. So.
And it's very easy to injure yourself when you're exercising.
And is it important the order in which you do the exercises, which muscle group you're working first and next and so on?
People typically work larger muscle groups first. Sometimes to create that muscle confusion, though, every now and then we might switch the order, but typically the bigger muscle group is best to work first.
And Stacy, if we're going to, say, a Dick's Sporting Goods or something like that to purchase these, are we spending a mint or a fortune to buy some of these items?
$30 will get you a really good set of dumbbells. Bands, $15, so they're really reasonably priced. So, and there are ways to not buy a whole range of weights. Like, for instance, this 10-pound weight. I mean, come on, you guys. Do you think for 1 second they're...
Yeah, does he have a license for that? I don't know.
So what he can do to intensify this move is to squeeze the muscle at the top. See? And create some additional resistance.
So not necessarily going fast. That doesn't necessarily work the muscle as well.
Lifting both at the same time, so that you're not getting that break between reps. So.
And how important is it to introduce the cardio into this as well?
Well, great segue into our next move, which is Andre will demonstrate mountain climbers.
And you don't need a mountain at home to do this,
you don't
right?
Need
Okay,
a
let's see,
at
Andre.
all. Mountain
what do you
climbers.
got for us?
And Lindsay, meanwhile, will demonstrate jacks. We'll get Lindsay moving on the
jumping jack. Something that you did in 3rd grade.
Absolutely. It'll pop that heart rate up, and let's see how long we can find some things to talk about while these guys are
And you want to do this in between your muscle exercises, right?
Absolutely. It's nice to alternate cardiovascular and strength training exercises. So.
And you're an athlete from way back. You're a record-breaking track runner from high school. You're a trained gymnast. Why did you decide to get into personal training?
I see all the benefits of not only feeling good about how you look, but also how you feel. And my mother has said there's a distinct difference in my disposition once I've worked out versus when I am complacent with watching TV.
Isn't
we'll
that
say.
amazing? No, you not only look better, but you feel better as well.
Absolutely.
You win-win all around.
Win-win-win.
Stacey, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you
Andre,
all.
Lindsay, feeling better already.
Thank you so much. We can go
Great.
do these workouts outside today, right, Carrie?